Kia ora, guys.
Carlos, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, thank you.
It's been a few minutes since your fight. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Got the finish real quickly, and that was first part of the job done. We've still got the boys next weekend to complete that mission, and then we go home successfully.
Are you staying in Vegas?
I'm staying in Vegas. I have to, Well, I want to.
I was kind of going to ask on that. Did you try to get on Izzy's card, or did it just kind of like line up differently?
Yeah, we tried to, because I like the crowd. I love the crowd, and I feed off the crowd. And tonight was, I guess I kind of just imagined that the crowd was there. Well, the crowd was there, but just a little smaller. But that's fine. You could hear my teammates, and it's good to hear them. So yeah.
A lot of fighters have a different opinion, but when you're fighting with your teammates and you're backstage, do you get really nervous for them?
I do. Yeah, I get really nervous as well. I mean, you feel like, sometimes you can't even sleep just because you're worried about this and that. But yeah, it's just how it is. You're all trained together. You bleed together. So yeah.
Quick win tonight. What was the game plan going into the fight?
Well, the game plan was I hadn't slept very much at all, and just trying to get over the whole, as you can tell. But again, I'm so privileged that I was able to get the finish pretty quickly. And yeah, the game plan was pretty much just to try and keep my range with him, and yeah. That's all I'm going to share, man. That's all I'm going to share, because, in the future, the guys will use this against me. I'm smart.
Very great. That's very smart. Last time you were at the Apex, you lost. It was your first professional loss. Did it feel good to get that win back in the Apex?
Yeah, 100%. And, I came back here, I thought this was going to be the haunting, but, we got that win, and we got that over us. So, I love the Apex, man, and it proved that it loved me too.
When would you like to return, and is there anybody in mind that you would like to fight?
At the moment, we haven't thought about that just yet, but I'm pretty sure the guys higher up will figure that all out, and once they send the cheese and stop being a tease, then I'll get in there. But hopefully, I'm not injured or anything. I didn't hurt myself, so I'm pretty sure I can get in as soon as I can. But I'd like to work. I mean, again, I'm new to the sport of MMA, but I'm coming up real fast. So I know that a lot of the light heavyweight division, the 205ers, are watching me, and they have been on my socials. They've been, they're keeping an eye, and who wouldn't? So I'm making sure I'm doing what I need to do. I'm working on every aspect of my game. I'm a student of all sciences.
Where did your nickname come from?
The Black Jag, or the Ladies' Night. Which one?
Black Jag.
Black Jag was something that I grew up because I love Jaguars, Black Jaguars, and I grew up with that name, playing the PlayStation pretty much. Everything results to being a kid, and having that as your I guess your alter ego.
Gotcha. And then finally, this is kind of silly, but you're on the list of the best looking UFC fighter. I just wondered if you have seen that all in your comments or all the lists.
I've seen it floating around, but hey man, I've seen a few good looking guys around here, and I don't know. It's hey, each to their own. Whatever. I try to look good. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I wake up, I look after myself, and you look good, you feel good.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, now I'm curious how the other nickname came about.
Ladies' Night. Are you curious?
Yes.
I used to do ladies' nights in Australia. I used to travel around Australia and New Zealand doing ladies' nights and strip pretty much. And yeah, that's how I got my name, ladies. Oh well, actually, and then a guy, one of the announcers back home, local, he had heard of that and he gave me that name. Shout out to Danny Hennessy. So yeah.
You know, there was another exotic dancer on the card today. I'm not sure if you're aware.
No.
Vanessa Demopoulos.
Oh, okay.
So she's previously talked about how that's helped her in her fight. Have you found that there's been any?
Well, it was more of because like I was a rugby player and I needed a bit of extra money, and I found that this was more than extra money. This was I was traveling. They put me on billboards and all that sort of thing, and it was pretty much similar to the Down Under that they have here. So I was doing that, partying, getting paid, and I was loving it. I was young until I found that I was getting good at fighting, so I gave that up pretty quickly.
Yeah, she said she also gave it up pretty quickly. I know you don't want to reveal your game plan, but did the fight kind of go the way that you had anticipated it going, or was it completely different?
Well, yeah, it was completely different. Like I thought that it would go longer, so I was hoping to work on a lot of my other sciences or my other like wrestling, a bit of wrestling. I wanted to get that out of the way so that I know that I've done a bit of wrestling in the cage, in the octagon, and I wanted to work on that. But in terms of the game plan, I had so many other different things that I wanted to work on as well. Everything was a plan. I had 8 weeks to work on it, and fortunately, it was just this one that came out of the bag and got that win. I knew that he was going to drop his hand at that point, and I baited him in with jabbing him to the chest so that he would drop that hand. And then I hit him pretty softly with that hook that stunned him a bit. And I was quite surprised that I actually stunned him. So I just went for that finish. So, but I was curious. I was still a bit wary of whether it was he was kind of faking it, or I was like, okay, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But then I seen him go down a bit faster than I initiated. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Going back to your nickname, not the ladies' nut.
Not the ladies'
I feel
nut.
like the questions could get really below the belt really quickly. Let's go back to the Black Jag. A lot of fighters and a lot of martial artists, when they do certain styles, emulate those things, whether it be crane style or all this other stuff. But when you see the Black Jaguar, it's an apex predator.
Yep.
So do you ever visualize yourself when you're going in there as an apex predator and that these are your prey that you're going against?
I do. And when I get in the cage, that's me going into my alter ego. I'm down prowling at my opponent, and then when I'm going forward, when the ref's saying go, get ready to go, whatever, then that's me going into that motion, and then turning into my alter ego.
When does it turn off? Does it turn off in between rounds, or is it not until the bell rings at the very, very end and it's all said and done that the alter ego that you
I guess I'm still in my alter ego right now.
Yeah.
Until I get home and I'm with my family, then that's me. I mean, it's different. I like that because it kind of changes things. You're yourself when you're at home. You're loving, with my family, my kids. So yeah, it's. You kind of have to have that being in a big organization like the UFC, just so that you can work towards something greater anyway.
Definitely, and you, like you said, in the last question for me, I know you said that you're new to the MMA. Where do you feel that you've found the biggest growth in your game? Is it the striking? Is it just the mentality? Where do you feel that you find the biggest growth that you've came since you went over?
Yeah, nice. Definitely. I'm strong in my wrestling, and if someone were to take me there, then I know that I can work with that. And yeah, the mental side of thing is another big thing that I feel that I've grown massively. So just like I say this, and it's just like you go to a new school, and the more times you turn up to school, the more friends you make, the more confident you get, the more you start to bring yourself out as a person. So you haven't really seen the true inner me just yet, because I can't be. I don't have the ground to pretty much put myself out there just yet. I haven't proven it just yet, but I'm starting to. And when I do, I mean, nothing's going to change in me and my personality, but you'll just see a little more in the way that I'll shine.
I was going to say, that's, looking at your record, you would think that, okay, this guy's a striker because nobody's giving you the opportunity to prove your wrestling. Is that something that you hope it does because you want to get your first submission here at some point? Is that what you're aiming for?
That's what I've been visualizing the submission this whole time. So this camp I did hope for the submission, but that's fine. I mean, it's just so that people know that it's there, and that's something that I was working on this camp too, and I'll continue to work on continuously throughout the rest of my camps coming up, because I feel that you can never be good at just one thing. I want to be good all around.
Awesome. Well, congrats on the victory.
Thank you very much.
So what do you prefer, blackjack or ladies?
Whatever you want, man.
That's not whatever I want. What do you want?
I know you want to say ladies' night.
Depends on the moment.
On the moment. It's Saturday night. I'm going to Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. No, I like blackjack. It's ladies' night is a bit like what? So yeah, blackjack is nice because it's my alter ego. It is my alter ego. So yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.